Hello, my name is Father Frank Schuster. I am pastor at Blessed Teresa Calcutta Parish in Woodinville. And the question I was asked to answer is, why do we have to get married in a church? Why not outside or some other venue? Thank you for your question. As you can see from the quilt behind me on the wall of my house, I have a deep love for nature and for the outdoors. I love how the mountains, animals, and forests are framed by what looks like windows of a church. The church is a place where we encounter God. The church is a good vantage point to appreciate the world in which we live and to understand our place in the world. Since we understand marriage as one of our 7 sacraments, I think it would be best if we started there. Why do we understand marriage as one of our 7 sacraments, along with baptism, Holy Eucharist, Holy Orders, etc.? Well, reading the Gospels, it's clear that the institution of marriage was very important to our Lord. The first miraculous sign that Jesus performs in the Gospel of John was at a wedding. Jesus frequently refers to himself in the Gospels as the bridegroom and the people of God, the church, as his bride. Jesus speaks of heaven as to a wedding banquet, uniting divinity and humanity. Jesus even overturned the Mosaic law that permitted divorce, saying in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, "Have you not read that from the beginning the Creator made them male and female, and said, 'For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So they're no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore what God has joined together, no human being must separate.'" You see, my friends, marriage isn't to be simply understood as a celebration between 2 people who happen to like each other and want to share the same address for the rest of their lives. Marriage is a covenant, a vocation, a sacrament whereby the hand of God has picked this man and this woman to be one flesh. God has picked them to be loving of each other and to be open to new life that will likely be entrusted to them. What God brings together, no human being must separate. So ask yourself, since marriage is a covenant before God and mankind, where is the best location for the baptized disciples of Jesus to be married? A beach? A garden? A restaurant? Or a church of God? Now, I suppose bishops can give permission to have the sacraments of the church celebrated anywhere. However, the way I look at it, I didn't receive the sacrament of Holy Orders on a beach. My sacrament of Holy Orders was celebrated in a church. You see, I consider the sacrament of marriage to be perhaps a nobler sacrament than Holy Orders because my vocation exists to support yours. And when people talk about the priest shortage, given the divorce rates, my opinion is that the real vocation shortage in our world is healthy, holy marriages. My invitation to couples preparing for the sacrament of marriage is to recognize the central role Jesus has in your union. And so also, therefore, does his bride, the church. As beautiful as nature is, the church is the best place to encounter God and the sacraments. The church is a window that helps us appreciate the beauty of the world and better understand God's love for us. I hope this helps answer your question. Keep them coming.